Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, being a great day, great night. My name is Brianna. Today I'm going to be going over a 1-year recap of things that I'm really grateful that I have done, and things, my regrets, things I wish I could have changed with him or maybe for future babies. So, before we get into this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into this. So I definitely will probably be looking at my phone at different points to remember things. Some of these things too, I want to do like an overall like year cap on just like certain things like breastfeeding, cloth diapers. So I might get into those a little bit, but I'm going to do some longer videos with those on like a year recap that I think would be really good and helpful. So first thing that I loved, so I'm gonna regret. So first I'm gonna start out with things that I loved, and then the last thing will be regret. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna talk about that I loved was cloth diapers. Again, I'll be having a longer video on just cloth diapers, but that has definitely been something I have been loving, which I knew from the beginning I wanted to do cloth diapers. I mean, I've wanted to for years, but definitely still had those hesitations on, are they going to be easy? Are they going to be hard? Are they worth it? Or are they going to be more of a struggle? And they've definitely been something I loved. We don't have blowouts. They're fairly easy to clean. And it's not a lot more of a hassle than any other diaper. The next thing I want to talk about was no baby holding devices. The only kind of baby holding devices I use: high chair, that's for eating, car seat for safety, and then strollers when we go on walks. I don't use jumpers, bouncers. I don't even know all of them, honestly. That was one that I was very surprised about that I did not use growing up, or that I did not. One thing I was really surprised that they're just a normal thing everyone really uses. And I did a lot of research while I was pregnant with Caspian, and I realized they're very much more of a convenience for parents. I definitely have had hard times with him where sometimes there's moments when it would be great just to stuff him in something. And I will admit there has been a couple times where I put him in his high chair where I just need to finish something up. Usually that I am cooking something with oil. I don't want oil to splatter on my baby. Or there's something dangerous that I'm doing and I need him to be stable. Most of the time when things are going on, I have him crawling around at my feet. He's playing with me. Right now he is right here playing. I want to involve him in everything I can. And with me, as much as he wants, he crawls freely around the house. I'm not against baby gates. We've put different things up so he can't get to certain areas. I don't have a problem with them, baby gates in particular. I think they're kind of more in the way. If you have stairs, I think that they are definitely good. But I kind of like that freedom of movement, of him being able to move and go around his surroundings. And being able to, just being able to be a kid and to play and not be stuck in something because it might be convenient. This was definitely one that I thought maybe over time I would change my mind on, but I've actually really enjoyed it, and I don't know the difference. I haven't used it for any kids, so I don't know the difference of putting it in something, so that's something that's been nice to start out with. I don't know if it'd be different. Maybe it would be if I started out with these and then removed them. But it's working great, so why ruin a system that's working great? It's hard to know always because I do 100% believe kids grow at different rates, different things, whether this was an actual thing that has helped or not. But he started crawling really early. He was rolling over really early. He's about to walk and he's not even quite a year old. And walking can also be on a spectrum. So it's hard to know exactly if these were part of it or not, but he definitely has reached his milestones. Oh, Bubba, no, really quick. He is learning super quick, and he's so into things and always looking around and looking into details, and just loves being around with us every little bit. So definitely something I didn't know how I would feel before, but I've loved it. I don't see myself ever getting any kind of baby holding things, and that's definitely something that I am glad that I did. The next is contact naps. Now, honestly, I don't know if I thought about contact Maybe I did. That was contact naps. I do think I did a little bit of research on them. I didn't really know how that was going to play into everything. I knew I wanted to baby wear him a lot. I didn't know how much holding or how I'd be doing all those. One thing, and it's definitely hard for some aspects, but it has been easier for this one, is I work full time. So I work and he just naps on my lap. I'm able just to feed him. He falls to sleep while eating. It's been really, really nice. Now, I do worry, will it be as easy with multiple kids? I don't really know. It works really well for us now. But multiples, will they all nap on me? Will it just be one big like kids cuddle puddle? I don't know. Will I always be working? I don't know. Will that be into effect? Will I be wearing them more? Could be. For right now, contact naps have been great, and I've been so thankful because he's always napping right on me. I can monitor him. I can monitor his heart rate. When he's been sick a couple times, he's right there. I can be monitoring everything, and I'm not nervous or stressed that he's not breathing or there's been other problems. When he's in a crib, a couple times, I've like put him down to sleep on our bed. But most of the time, and just like left. Those are usually kind of like later at night when naps. Most part, no, he just sleeps right on me, and they worked great. He naps really great. Definitely has fluctuated on like the times through his life, but they're still great. So contact naps, I'm definitely glad I've done. Again, I don't know if they're gonna work with all my kids, but they've been great with him. And honestly, even if I can't, I'm not sitting down as much. Bye-bye. With multiple kids, I'll still want to baby wear and let them nap like that. Bubba. Then want to go put down for a nap because I feel like that takes up so much time to go put down for a nap. So part of my sanity is like when I sit down, take a contact nap, I have everything I need to do. Even if it's on a weekend and I'm not working, I have projects set up that I can be doing. If that's editing video, if that's folding cloth diapers, or whatever else, paying bills. Like I have a whole line of stuff that I need to get done, and it just makes it feel like I'm not wasting time. I'm getting everything done I need to, and it just gives me more peace of mind, and not like I'm wasting time at all either. He is exclusively breastfed, and he has been since he was 2 weeks old. If you guys remember back in my breastfeeding video, I did have some hiccups at the very beginning, where he was a bottle-fed baby for 2 weeks. But we figured all that out, and he has been breastfed now. He doesn't even like a bottle. We just tried when he was sick a month or so ago. I just tried to give him a bottle, which is some of his medicine. We have some different herbal stuff that was for babies. We were trying to give to him, and he was like, no. Like, he just wanted to chew on the nipple. He wasn't drinking, wasn't doing anything. But he is still 100% breastfed. He'll eat a little bit here and there. He's not a big fan of food quite yet, which is totally fine. I know that's something that I definitely stressed about before. And I'll get into that a little bit later about the whole feeding thing. Bubba! Completely nursing him. And it has been great. He loves his milk. He's growing super big. And I definitely would recommend breastfeeding. I used to pump a little bit, like mornings and nights, right before bed, right when I woke up, but I haven't done that. Oh, I don't even know. It was sometime last fall, early fall, late summer. Haven't worried about any of that since. And it was mostly just kind of get a stock up in the freezer. I freeze-dried a lot of it. But I think I'll do more of a video on my thoughts on breastfeeding because I definitely have a lot. I know I keep saying I'll do more, but I wanted this video to be like an overview of a bunch of stuff, and some of these that I know I have a lot more to say, I want to do in a longer form kind of video. So keep an eye out for those. I'll be posting a lot more motherhood kind of related along with all my planting videos that you guys have been getting. Next thing is daily walks. I'll probably talk about this. This is one of my regrets / now things I love to do. For his first month of life, up until November, so however old he was then, I wasn't very consistent. We hardly went on any walks. I knew he loved them, but just didn't make the time. And towards the end of November, I set a goal to start going every weekday, so 5 days a week. And we've been going on a walk. that was my regret, that I did not do it sooner. But something I love now is our daily walks. They have been so special for him, just be able to get out. The fresh air has been so good, and one of the things I really credit for him not being sick this whole winter. He's been sick once since we've done this, and he healed up really quick. He didn't get as sick as he could have. I really think he had something like RSV, something really yucky, and he really wasn't affected by it. So, or it wasn't that bad. And so I'm just like super grateful, and I think a lot of that is from these daily walks, for the fresh air. He loves getting out there. Now, he does not like the extra layers I have to put on him because it is cold here in Utah, so he does get a little upset about that. But then once we're on the walk, he loves it. He loves just being able to look around to see things. Sometimes he'll bend over and be like looking at the road. He looks around at everything, and it's been so great. I wish I'd started it sooner. It took a while. What's nice too is a lot of times he will fall asleep, and then I'll just let him nap in the front yard, and I'll just kind of work or do whatever I need to on the front porch, and just kind of hang out with him that way. So yeah, it was something I didn't think I would be doing, like the whole, what is the Scandinavian, I forget whatever country it is, they all nap out, the babies nap outside. And at first, again, I was like, that's weird. And then as I started seeing the benefits and how it all worked, I was like, oh, still didn't think I was ever going to do it. But we've done that a lot this winter. This little guy has loved his naps outside. All right, another thing I want to talk about is co-sleeping. And this one, I don't have a planned video, but if somebody wants to know more on it, I will talk about it, because I feel like there's so much scariness around co-sleeping and how bad it is and blah, blah, blah. No, it has been the best thing for my sleep and sanity and his sleep. Since he was born, we have co-slept with this little guy right next to me, right in bed, and I get a full night of sleep. There have been a handful of times, I can probably count on one, maybe two hands, that we've had like struggle nights. And that's usually been when he's sick, and even those haven't been horrible because I'm right there, I can monitor him all night. But yeah, we co-sleep, he's right next to me. I originally planned on having him in the bassinet, but as it came down to it, I was like, no, he's gonna be right in bed, and it's so easy as you're breastfeeding for him to have access to the nipple to be able to drink. He sleeps really well because he's right there. I'm not getting up and down to have to keep putting him back to sleep. I don't know how long we're gonna co-sleep. I have had people ask that. I don't really know. It's working well right now, and until he's totally sleeping through the night, because he still will wake up to eat, it will definitely be this way, because I'd like my sleep. So yeah, I really like co-sleeping. Definitely will do it with all of our kids. I don't know how long. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know when the right time is. It definitely will be nothing to do with sleep training. I definitely am not into sleep training at all. But we'll just see, because again, I don't know how long it will be. I want it to kind of be his direction when times are right, when it feels right. And yeah, so do I regret having a bassinet? No, because the bassinet I like having there so he doesn't like roll off the bed. It kind of has an extra protection, and it's nice. I keep his diapers in there and blankets and everything. So yeah, I honestly don't regret getting a bassinet. I'm glad we have a bassinet. Has he slept in it once for the Billy Light? Which, let's get into that. That is one of my regrets. I talked about it a little bit on Instagram right after it happened. I don't know what videos I have or have not. It's really funny how many things you forget. Pregnancy and postpartum, like I get it now. There's a lot of different details I forget. So I don't know if I mentioned or not. But the Billy Light, he had jaundice when he was, right after he was born, a few days, and so we got in the Billy Light. And I love trying to find the natural stuff, but, and have all the different things instead of doing stuff the mainstream way. But I didn't really do any research to Billy Light, and so I didn't know. So when we went to the doctor and they talked about that, I didn't have any other options and I didn't know what to do. Knowing what I do now, I would have solved it. So number one, I think, is popular sunlight. And part of the reason that was hard was it was March. It was really dark. That's kind of why I went into it, even though I knew sunlight would help. I agreed upon that. I've also heard, and I know family who uses vitamin E oil. I didn't find out until after we already had the Billy Light that vitamin E oil helps out a lot with that. And they've had a lot of success with a lot of their babies and even their extended family and all that. So I know there's a lot of different options there. One of the reasons I hate the Billy Light, I feel like it was very hard on Caspian. He had to have glasses on his face. He could not move. It was almost like 4 or 5 days. I can't even remember. He couldn't really move with it. His levels the first day went down really quick, and then after that they were going down like really slow, and because I didn't have him totally under the light, which was part of it. Bubba. Because he was like so close the first time. And it was so hard on him. So he was on it way longer. Well, we had access to it, and it was really hard. So he slept in there the second night, and then on from there. Instead of him sleeping in the bassinet, I had him next to me with the light underneath, and then just like we had some blankets covering, so then it didn't bug my sleep at all. Where are you going? Didn't bug my sleep at all. But I will never. Maybe stuff will change, but knowing what I know now, I would not do the Billy Light. It was really hard for that with his sleeping. He was so upset with that. He'd gone from a really calm baby to just so upset over it all. And then on top of that, I had torn up pretty bad in birth. I think I've talked about that. And so I was trying to heal, and I think that really slowed down. Well, I know it did. It slowed down my healing a lot. Of having to take his car seat to go to the pediatrician to get him tested every single day. It slowed down my healing so much, and I still think there might be some problems from that, from not being able to fully heal there at the beginning. So I don't think it was worth it. It was really hard from that point of view. So yeah, another thing I don't recommend. Different situations, I'm not gonna get mad at anyone for using one, like, and I think that's what should be said with all this stuff. If it works for you, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But these have been my experience, and I want to share because I think a lot of these are very helpful to people. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully I'm sorry it was kind of hectic with little man crawling all over the place. But I hope this was helpful. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week in one of my videos. Have a great night. Great day, great night. God bless.